Hey, what up? Hmm. Fat ball, fat ball. It's another hot one today, so my phone will probably overheat at some point. Either that or I can be smart and only do this for 20 or 30 minutes and then move it inside, which is probably what I should do, but may not be what I will do. Why, hello there. Why, hello there. Why, hello. Got out of the shower feeling fresh as fuck. How's your day going? It's going good, man. Yeah, I got out of the shower a little while ago. Feel pretty good. Feel pretty fresh and clean. Ready to start the day. Ready to start the day of internet content creation madness. Wish I had nice hair like Paul. See, I hate my hair, man. I'd trade with somebody else. I think my hair looks like shit all the time. Kawaii Cost, dude. Kawaii Cost and his endless parade of alts. The Arcan. How are you doing this fine day? You know, ups and downs, strikes and gutters. Ever had a bad trip? No, not really. I've had trips that had, see, the tone of a trip can be different. I've had trips that had a very serious tone. But that doesn't make them bad. Blah, blah, blah. Paul, can you yell out to my wife, "Hello, Maybell"? Hey, Maybell. Hello. Hey, Maybell, what are you doing with this loser, Maybell? That southern name of yours. Get with a hero, Maybell. Come on, get with a gentleman that knows what a southern lady named Maybell requires of a man. What are you doing with this guy? Maybell. That's a woman that you put a little dish of molasses out when you serve her cornbread, you see. You don't know this about Maybell, but that's the truth. Maybell likes a little molasses with her cornbread, and you ain't been giving it to her. About to spend 8 hours stacking pallets and need advice to keep my sanity. Oh, dude, I don't know how to help you with that, man. I don't know how to help you with that. Like, those types of jobs where it's just endless, repeated labor. I've had jobs like that, and the best thing to do is to try and put your brain somewhere else. She's from the Philippines, not the South. It's okay. It's all right. It's still... Girls from the Philippines like a little molasses with their cornbread, too. Headphones help? No. Do hand? I mean, if I have to. It's not, I'm not proud of it. Nobody's proud of it, but yeah, I mean, if I've got to, I do hand. What about you? You do hand? Don't know if you're a Polak, but here's part of my Polish disability check for you. Oh, thank you. I'm not a Polak, but I got nothing against them, you know. Would you do gay for pay work? No, I wouldn't do any kind of porn. None. Nah, not even like solo porn. There's no way. Number one, there'd be no market for it because who's gonna, you know what I mean? Who's scrolling through Netflix and sees me like, they're like, oh yeah, I'm clicking on that one. That's the one. That's the one I gotta watch. This guy right here knows how to get a dude hard. Are you a good dancer? How was your day? No, I'm not a good dancer, but I like dancing anyway. I dance no matter what, but I'm not good at it. I like to shake my booty though. I can shake my butt every now and again. Dancing is kind of one of those lost things. People don't do it no more. You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, like rappers and R&B artists do it, and then everybody else just kind of like, yeah, man. She's obsessed with hand today. She needs some hand. Somebody help with the hand relief, dude. No, it's okay. You don't have to be shy about it. Look, Meds Peds needs some hand relief. She's obsessed with hand right now. She needs to score a piece of hand. Can somebody help her out? Can somebody get her some hand? Get this woman some hand immediately. She's in need. She's got a hand on the mind. Do you play Smash Brothers? And did you see the new Castlevania characters added to it? No and no. Not really. I mean, we saw something about Smash the other day, and I think I saw a dude with a whip with a chain on it. But yeah, I don't really follow Smash, so you'll have to. I know a guy with some good jant. Jant? Is that hand in some stupid other language that doesn't matter? Paul's so handsome he has to hide it with beards. Yeah, dude. If I shaved this off, there'd just be broads lined up all day, courting me and stuff. You know. It's like, who can deal with that? Who's got time for that? You know what I mean? And a lot of guys go like, "Oh, Paul, you're bitching about something that other guys would easily like love to have." But it's like, dude, once you're a sex symbol, you realize that like it's not all a bed of roses. You know what I mean? Like once you realize that you've got like looks that make women weak in the knees. It's like a yoke around your neck, man. You think it's gonna be this great freedom, and it's not. You know, it's not. They're just going for my hand, you know, every day. That's all they want. You know, they might say, "Oh, I like you for you," or, you know, "I watch your stuff and I really believe in what you're doing," or "I think you're intelligent." But they really all they're saying is, "Give me hand," you know, "Give me the hand, give me the hand, give me the hand." And I'll admit, my hand is very talented. I'm good at giving. I'm good at giving hand, but you know, if that's all a woman wants, then there's really not a whole lot of basis for an emotional relationship there, you know. Enjoy some pesos. Hey, I like pesos. They don't spend all that well here, but they spend just fine in countries that take pesos. Huh? Yeah, girls love the hand, man. They try and act like they don't like it, but they really do. They're all looking for the hand. A guy's hand is a girl's favorite thing. Yeah, that's what they look at even harder. Like the guys worry about their package and stuff. But I'm just like, it don't matter what size is that, as long as you got the hand. You know what I mean? You gotta have dexterous hands to please a woman. Everything else is extra. You know what I mean? Been a long time since I got some hand. You know? You have salad fingers. That sucks. That sucks for you. Doesn't suck for me. That's why guitarists get girls. Yeah, of course. Anybody that does something with their hands is never, they're never drive women looking for them because they see the skilled hand. They want some hand. I might take out the Wraith tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I might. Played drums for about 2 years and I'm playing bass. I have to fend women off with a stick. Yeah, see? See? And it has nothing to do with the music or the rock star image either. It's the hands, man. It's the hands. They can't get enough of that hand. What Wraith I got? I don't know. Whatever the newest one is. I didn't ask them. Like, I just was like, give me the new. And they're like, all right. They were like, do you want to take a look at the options? I was like, just put them all on there. All of them. And they were like, all of them? And I was like, all of them. Every option. All of them. And they said something like, I ain't got no rapes. I might take it out tonight. If I do, I'll take a picture in it. I might take it out tonight. I probably won't, but I might. I hope one day I get to the point where I can buy something and not have to look at my bank account. Oh man, yeah, wouldn't that feel good? Wouldn't it feel good to just get something and be like, it's okay for me to buy this. I got extra money. I don't know what that feels like. Like every time I spend more than $20, I'm like, do I got this? I better go check. Yeah, maybe we should wait on this $20. Maybe we should wait. Probably other things that I'm gonna need to use. Oh yeah, I got mad spending anxiety. Even when I do have a little bit of extra money, I have a hard time spending it. Like some people, that extra money just flows right out of their fingers, which is a bad thing too. But for me, like I'm on the other end of that spectrum. I can have some extra money saved up and I'll just like, I don't want to spend it. I don't want to spend it. I don't want to spend it. I think it's probably a leftover from my marriage. My ex-wife worked in the financial sector, so she was very good with money. And I just was not used to spending it. Let's just put it that way. You have any savings? I do. Is Paul a cyborg? Does he really have a Wi-Fi implant? I do. Yeah, how do you think I do these streams? I'm streaming off of my own head. Beat that. Savings are for nerds, yeah. Savings are for nerds that don't want to have to go to their parents with their hand out if something happens. You know what I mean? That kind of nerd. Because what's super cool is going, Mom, Dad, can I borrow $400, please, till the end of the month? I'll bring you green crack, Paul, once you guys drag your asses to Chicago or Indy. Okay. I like green crack. I'm into it. It ain't my favorite shit. No disrespect, but I'm into it. Hey. I ain't got no roots in Columbus, homie. Talking to the wrong guy. I got no roots in Columbus. Ain't nothing in Columbus for me but bad memories. Death Note. Have you watched it? I've seen the animated Death Note, but I haven't seen this remake thing they did on Netflix. I've heard bad things. But I watched the anime Death Note a while back. I'm gonna move this inside now because I'm melting, and I know my phone is probably heated up. So just bear with me while I find a way to maneuver myself inside to a place where I'm not gonna be sweating like a fucking pig just sitting here. Hey, Dynor. Hey, Dynor boy. Hey, Ashley girl. Dynor boy and Ashley girl. Those are the two. That's my family. I have a Dynor and I have an Ashley that I take care of. Well, actually, they take care of me more than I take care of them, honestly. Whoa, okay. All right. Can we please act like adults? Thank you. No, that's not an adult thing to do. There we go. All right, we're good. I got my drink, I got my everything. We're all right. If you had a Death Note, would you use it? Fuck yeah, I would. Anybody that says, like, I would have a philosophical disagreement with using my Death Note is lying to you. Anybody that had a Death Note would use it. There's no way they'd be able to resist. I don't care who. It's like even the best Christian and shit would be like, stunning live footage from a hostage situation in downtown LA where a crazed madman has taken a bus full of school children hostage and is threatening to kill each one of them. The man has been identified as John Krasaviks. And you'd be like, Death Note time. Time to save some kids, yo. Time to save some kids, yo. Favorite Friday the 13th? I don't know, man. That's a hard one for me. The first one is really good, so I'll just go with that, but that could change. Isle of Dogs review for Cinema Cynics. I feel like you'd at least like the charm and style. Well, I'll take a look at it. I haven't seen it. Haven't heard much about it. But I'll take a look at it, my friend. Give it a gander. I'll give it a gander. Do you have any teachers growing up that were completely crazy? Yes. Yes, I did. I had a couple. I had one named Miss Murphy. And she was just kind of, I don't know what you'd say about her. She was just socially very strange. She said weird things. She made weird outbursts and stuff. She had weird turns of phrase that I've only, just like strange stuff. She was crazy. Like, my friend Rodney noticed, he was like, do you notice Miss Murphy doesn't really listen to you when you talk to her? And I was like, how so? And he's like, you can say something that sounds like something else and she'll never catch it. And I was like, give me an example. He's like, all right. So she's walking by, coming into class, and he says, hellhole, Miss Monkey, like that. He just goes, hellhole, Miss Monkey. Her name is Mrs. Murphy. Hellhole, Miss Monkey. And she turns around and goes, oh, hello, Rodney. How are you? He's like, see? It's like, whoa. So that whole year, I don't even remember all the shit we pulled on her, but we tried to find words that were funny, that sounded like, you know what I mean, like other things, and we did it all year, and she never once called us on it. Never like, he was totally right. And then I had a teacher in high school. What was his name, man? What was his name? It's been so long since I was in high school, and I'm having trouble with this shit. Oh God, man. Mr. We used to call him Sir Gawain because He made us read Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. So that's the name I remember most with him. Anyway, I guess his name doesn't fucking matter. He was crazy, man. He was an English teacher, and I think he was drunk most of the time. Like, he'd have this, like, cup of coffee that he sipped, like, incredibly slowly all throughout the day, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure it was just... I'm pretty sure it was just vodka in there or some shit. Mr. Sargent, yeah, that was his name, Mr. Sargent. No. I don't remember what his name was. It's probably better that I don't say it anyway. How do you make your money? It seems like you're able to stream on a Wednesday afternoon. Shouldn't you be at work? Oh yeah, dog. I work graveyard shift, so. Do you experience synchronicities? My mom got a dog that looks exactly like yours and named her a very similar name. Oh, yeah. I mean, whatever. Like, there's so many people on the planet, so many shitty little dogs that look like Dinor that it's bound to happen. You know what I mean? I don't believe there's anything special or unique about it. TJ's constant patent gay jokes were really distracting from the subject matter. Well, take it up with TJ, man. What do you want me to do about it? I don't have a puppet string over TJ's head. I don't like it. Go talk to him about it. Here's a quarter. Call somebody who cares. Yeah, I had some teachers that hated me. For sure. Another English teacher in high school just hated my guts. And I didn't know why back then she hated me so much. Because I wasn't a bad kid. I did my homework. I turned it in. I read the books. You know what I mean? So I used to be kind of stumped when I was a kid, but as I got older, I realized why she hated me. It was because her class wasn't a challenge for me. And like, there's nothing I can do about that. I came into her class well in advance of what she planned to teach. I already knew what she was teaching. I already had read some of the books that she had on her curriculum. The ones that she had on her curriculum that I hadn't read were very easy for me to read in 1 or 2 days. I didn't have to do, like, I'll give you an example of this. We had this big research midterm project, right? The middle of the year, and the first part of the year was to be partially in her class building up towards this big midterm paper. This college level research paper where we had to cite all our sources and it had to be extra long and we had to be, use certain principles and quote things and, we had to show a decent grasp of whatever our subject matter was, right? And so we had these periods of class where some days instead of doing class, we would all walk down to the school library together and that was supposed to be research time. Well, during research time, I sat around with my thumb up my ass, or I read some book that was completely unrelated, or I tried to mess around, I talked around with my friends or whatever the fuck. And she saw that going on, and I think in her head she thought, he's going to turn in a piece of shit paper and I'm going to smack this kid. But the problem is that I'm smart, so yeah, I didn't start my midterm research paper till the night before it was due. But when I walked in the next day to school, I turned in an A paper. Sorry. Like, I had the internet back then. I knew how to research things. I knew how to do this. You know, I was not intimidated by writing a paper about Watergate. So I did. And she knew it. She knew I hadn't done a single like a single letter hadn't been written until the night before. And when I turned in an A paper and she couldn't in good conscience give me an A, she knew I could. Like, if she had tried to give me a D or a C or some shit, I mean, I would have raised a fucking holy stink about it. Hey, thanks for the $5. A back at you. And anybody that read that paper would have known it was an A paper. So it's like she couldn't give me an A, or she couldn't give me an F on the paper because it just hadn't challenged me. So instead, she just hated my guts. She just treated me like shit. Tried to make my life extra hard there in the class. Tried to come down on me. I'm whatever. Say what you want. I'm not saying I've got like some 200 IQ or some shit, but I was not stymied by high school English. High school English was something that, like, when I took that class, it was just a guaranteed pass. Like, unless I just didn't pay attention and refused to turn in work, there's no way I'm failing it. Maybe she thought you plagiarized it. Well, I mean, if she thought that, no, see, I don't think that's what it was, though. I think she just knew that I was not challenged by her class in the same way other kids were. She liked that sense of anxiety. She was always teaching to it, you know what I mean? It was like, that research project is coming up. You better hope you have at least a first draft and probably a partial second draft by now, because if you haven't started writing yet, it's a D paper. It's a D paper, and I'm just letting you know because you don't have time. You don't have the time if you haven't been... You know, she used to do this shit. And everybody else in the class, or most of the kids in the class, were like, oh yeah, I only have half of my first draft done and there's only 2 weeks left. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? It wasn't annoying to me because I just knew what it was. I knew the game. It wasn't working on me. It's just a paper. I know how to write a paper. It's something I can cram in fucking 6 or 8 hours the night before the fucking thing, come in a little tired and hand her a paper she can't give less than a B to. And I'm not gonna fucking rack myself with fucking anxiety for 6 months. Oh God, the fucking research papers do. Oh. No, fuck that. You know what I mean? That's not conducive to learning anyway. Like, making children afraid of like some big paper, like it's some monster that lives in their fucking closet or some shit. It's just, I don't know, it didn't work for me. I was ahead of the curve, dude. It was, you know, them trying to use that type of shit on me was a double-edged sword, you know? A double-edged sword, for sure. How did the meeting yesterday go? Really, really well, man. A lot of stuff got covered, a lot of new shit on the horizon. Just a lot of, I don't know, dude. Just a lot of stuff. It was a very good meeting. That was definitely sorely needed for us to just, like, the 3 of us lock ourselves in a room together for about 8 or 9 hours and look at the entire property and find out what's working and what isn't and all that shit. You cheated on a test. I don't really think so, honestly. I can't remember an incident where I genuinely full-blown cheated on a test. Well, most of the time I didn't have to. I mean, I struggled with math, so I've bombed out math tests and shit. But yeah, I can't remember, like, maybe I did, maybe I copied off of somebody at some point, but if I did, it's not an incident that I remember. I don't remember ever cheating or getting caught cheating. It just didn't make much sense to me. Like, the shit they were putting in front of me, especially the English stuff or history, like anything that required reading and then just kind of memorizing information, my brain is built for that. A double add sore, dude. A double add sore, dude. You don't know the phrase? Guys, this guy doesn't know what a double add sore is. We must be ahead of the curve with him, dude. Way ahead of the curve. Yeah, he might have old timers disease. Because, yeah. Yeah, dude, we're here working on all cinder blocks, and, you know, he's in here trying to pull this old Scotsman's fallacy, you know? Yeah, dude, he's trying to mind quote me now. When Paul eats, he whimpers the name of each food between bites. Dude, this is so untrue, Moppy Puppy. This becomes particularly obnoxious during Thanksgiving. Please demonstrate. Oh man, who told you about this? All right, so I have this thing. I'll try and do it. It's like a really low, kind of drooly sounding voice where every time I take a bite, it's like, I'm like, gravy, mashed potato. Yeah, well, whatever, dude. You don't have to listen. Like, have your own conversations. Cranberry sauce. Whatever, dude. Everybody does that, right? You guys do that, right? I'm not the only one, right? You would slap someone who did that at your... What? You would slap me? It's fucked up, man. Dude, Operation Valanche is in full effect. It's not gonna stop. I already told you guys, but it's a long game. It's a long game. It's still happening. It's still happening, dude. You guys gotta stop talking about it. The first rule about Operation Valanche is there is no Operation Valanche, okay? You definitely don't want to be hashtagging it. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Exactly. Thank you, First Last. Skittles, dude. The choice of a new generation. I like hand rubs. I like rubbing my hands together. And I like rubbing my feet together too. That's a weird one. When I'm in bed trying to go to sleep, I'll rub my feet together. Like I'll rub my feet against my feet. Helps me go to sleep. I don't know. Exactly. It's Operation Valanche nonsense. As if we've got some secret clandestine cabal who's all singularly committed to driving TJ crazy with Bruce Valanche. It's just stupid. The very insinuation that something like that exists makes me sick to my stomach because it's just so dumb. Like, the person on the other end of that would have to be so dumb and disconnected from reality. Like, think about, you know what I mean? Think about all the people that would have to be involved in something like that to make it true. And it just falls apart, you know? Just crazy talk. It's like, definitely a sign of narcissism. You know, you think the whole world revolves around you. Yeah, like Paul, one of my best friends, and all his like followers over on Highdeology are all collaborating to drive me nuts over a fucking comedian that doesn't even work anymore. Just totally, yeah, totally impractical. Thank you. Totally impractical, totally improbable. I don't know about you guys, but I got better shit to do with my time. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Oh yeah, the immaturity of that, it would be offensive to me. Like, I'm a grown ass man, you know what I mean? I make stupid fart jokes and stuff. Every once in a while I can be a little immature, but give me some credit, man. Just give me some credit. Like, give me some credit as a human being. Like, there's no way. There's no way I'm spending all goddamn day trying to drive somebody crazy with a comedian. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. There are better ways to do that if I wanted to do that, you know? Wanted to drive TJ crazy, I'd just hide all the carbs in his house somewhere and ransom the fucking knowledge of their whereabouts with, you know, him doing the truffle shuffle on his main channel or some shit. Like, that's how you drive TJ crazy. Find out where he has his fucking carb stash at, whether it's Oreos or Pop Tarts or whatever. And then you hide them. And then he goes, "Hey, where are the fucking Pop Tarts?" And you go like, "I got them, but if you want them back, you got to get on your channel right now and do the truffle shuffle." You know what I mean? But you don't see me doing that shit either because I'm not real, you know, I'm not interested in driving TJ nuts with anything. So can we just drop this whole Valanche nonsense? It's retarded. Oh, it's ridiculous. Waste of my time. Paul, you are going crazy. Okay. Well, it's a short trip if that's the case. Trolling Paul, round as a ball. It's the first time I've caught Pooall live. Well, welcome, Koosh. You stupid fucking idiot piece of shit. Shame this man for never having come by here. Shame him. Shame him. You, sir, should be ashamed of yourself, sir. Oh, you're a patron? Well, that's a horse of a different color. Treat this man with respect. Roll out the red carpet. Bring the bottle service. Well, welcome, sir. Step into the sun, step into the light. Can you eat mashed banana out of your beard? No. No, you can't. No, you can't. You never will be able to either. Sorry. Yeah, dude. The Tism Chat Guild, dude. I can see all of you singing it too. We represent the Tism Chat Guild, the Tism Chat Guild, the Tism Chat Guild. And I'm just like, mute, 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 block. No! You bunch of crazy fucks, dude. Oh man, I love those munchkins, man. They just fill me with joy. They just fill me with joy. How do you earn a wrench? By never asking how to earn a wrench or asking for a wrench. So you've just put yourself in a small community, a small growing community of people who are out of the contention for a wrench already, dude. Would you rather sleep with Jacqueline Glenn or Devin Tracy? I don't think either of those would be all that interesting of a night. Yeah, I don't know, man. You're not giving me a real good choice there. I don't think there's a right answer to that question. Like Jacqueline Glenn's very pretty, but she looks like a scarecrow to me, so that I'm just not into that. Like it looks like she doesn't look like she's wearing her clothes. It looks like her clothes have been hung on her, which is, whatever. I guess it's a principle of modeling, but yeah, trust me, I'm sure her panties aren't drenched for me either. You know, you ask her honest opinion about a dude that looks like me, you're gonna get way worse than I'm giving her. And then Devin Tracy. I mean, he'd just be insufferable as a sexual partner. Like he would just be like the poor women that sleep with that man, and the poor men that sleep with him too. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine the type of fucking just the incessant, nattering, self-involved, narcissistic bullshit you'd have to put up to dick down Dick Tracy or whatever his fucking name is? Eek. Mundane Matt would be a dead fish, dude. That's another one that, like, dude, that's just a bad choice all around, you know? Mundane Matt would just lay there and whimper and not move at all, not participate at all, not vocalize at all beyond just a little mundane Matt whimpers, Nobody wants that. Nobody needs that, dude. Yeah, he just blubber the whole time, and that's not hot, At least not in the context of mundane Matt. Yeah, Vegan Gains would be a wild fuck because it's like, he might have a psychotic break midway through or something and start ranting and raving about, the Illuminati or, Monsanto or some shit. I mean, you never know. It'd be a memorable, you get a story out of fucking a dude like Vegan Gains, but what happened to him? I don't know. I think he's still out there doing his craziness. I think he's still out there doing his crazy bullshit. What about Onision? See, that's too crazy, though. That's not crazy in a fun way. That's just crazy. Like, Onision, here's what would happen, dude. During the act, right? So let's say I'm plowing Onision's ass, right? During the act, he'd be like, "Do you have real traditional love feelings for me?" You know what I mean? He'd ask some shit like that. And you'd be like, "What?" I just want to hear. I just want to hear you say you love me. He'd be like, "All right, I'm putting dick out, and I'm putting my pants on, and I'm leaving. I gotta go." You know what I mean? Like I just get the feeling about Onision that he turns into a blubbering, like, like needy, little pillow biting, blanket hugging asshole every time he fucks. You know what I mean? Like afterwards, he's just like, "Hold me, please, just for a while." Oh yeah, dude. No, no, no. Yeah, I don't think so, dude. I think that whole Dom. I think everything Onision talks about publicly with regards to his relationships is crafted so that people think he is the way he wants them to think he is. I think behind the scenes, there's a whole bunch of bullshit, going on with Onision that ain't nobody wants to deal with that shit. Nobody wants to deal with that. I mean, it's not bad to do it once in a while, but I just get a feeling like every time you fucked Onision, it would be some shit like that. Like, talk to me about feelings and whatnot. And it's like, can't we just fuck? I'm okay to fuck. Like, I'm fine with feelings every once in a while, but is Paul a sociopath? Oh yeah, dude. Display every trait of a sociopath, man. Every trait. Just go down the list. It's all me. It's all me, dude. He likes the girls because they are easy to manipulate. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, look, his MO. Let's not go. Let's not spend like an hour going over Onision's MO. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows what he's up to. Everybody knows how he works. You know what I mean? Skittles are awesome, by the way. Chocolate Skittles? That shouldn't be a thing. Should never be a thing. Why are we arguing about Skittles, man? There's no argument. Original or bust. All these extra flavors, tropical nonsense and berry blast and all that bullshit is exactly that. Bullshit. Pineapple should never go near a pizza. There should be a law stating that a pineapple and a pizza pie cannot be in the same room together, or else, you know, you're subject to a fine, possible imprisonment. It just shouldn't be happening. All you people that are doing it are trying to turn pizza into something that it isn't. It's not a fruity fucking experience, okay? Shouldn't have pineapples all over it. It's disgusting. I like Starburst too. I'm not, look, I like all these fruity, chewy candy things, man. That's my, you know, that's where my home base is. I could give or take chocolate. Not that I don't like it. It's just, you know, I could give or take it. But these fruity things, gummy bears, Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, like Red Vines, you know what I mean? What's some other good ones? Mike and Ike. Oh, I like a Mike and Ike, dude. For sure. Airhead Extremes. Nah, man. That's too sour. It's too goddamn sour. Ain't I know? What do you know? Hey, Ashlow. No, nothing. Oh, yeah, you're still here. That's right. That's right. Let's get Coney. Yeah, man. Whatever happened to that, man? Did I ever get that guy? Did that crazy dude that pulls his dick out and jerks off on the street corner, did they ever get him? Did they ever get Coney? Did he ever find Coney? We gotta stop Coney, man. Man, that was such a, like, do you remember how it was presented too? Because I remember seeing the video that went viral about it, and it's him sitting there with his son, you know, and he's like, "This is a very bad man. Why is he bad, Daddy? Well, his name is Coney, and he takes kids just like you, and he makes them fight. Oh no. They got him before the video was made. Oh, that's good to know. So he succeeded then. He got Coney. He got Coney. By the way, I want you guys to start my new I got a guy that we need to go after too. Hashtag John Wilkes Booth. We got to get this guy, man. He killed our best president ever. He killed Lincoln, and he's, you know what I mean? We got to get this guy. Hashtag John Wilkes Booth, man. Like, when's somebody going to start taking this seriously? You know what I mean? Now, like the Coney guy got caught like running around on a street corner with his dingus out. You know what I mean? He's just flopping around and like yelling at cars, and he did like periodically get on the ground and roll around a little bit, and then he'd get up and start ranting and raving. And you know that part probably isn't what got him arrested, but the fact that he was doing it with his dick out is probably, you know what I mean? That probably has something to do with it, if I had to guess it. MK Ultra, yeah, they didn't want, they had use for Coney. So they didn't want this guy going after him, They didn't want him. Coney's an MK Ultra operative himself, so. Every time I hear MK Ultra, I just think of Mortal Kombat or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe let's just put this to rest. Let's go to Snopes, okay? Because Snopes knows the truth of everything. Here's Snopes, all right? And I'm just going to put in MK Ultra. See if they've got anything. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Okay, what about MK space Ultra? Oh, no, I spelled Ultra wrong. Okay, MK Ultra. Okay. Anything? There's nothing. All right, well, then the next step is to do Google. It's how you research things, folks. Project MK Ultra, Wikipedia, and another site that never gets anything wrong, okay? It's a code name given to a program of experiments on human subjects that were designed and undertaken by the United States CIA and which were at times illegal. Experiments on humans were intended to identify and develop drugs and procedures to be used in interrogations in order to weaken the individual and force confessions through mind control. Project was organized through the Office of Scientific Intelligence. All right, so let's see what they did. One 1955 MK Ultra document gives an indication of the size and range of these efforts. It refers to the study of an assortment of mind-altering substances described as follows. Substances which will promote illogical thinking and impulsiveness to the point where the recipient would be discredited in public. Substances which increase so this is why, so like the fact that they played around with this shit and then now it's out, this is why this whole MK Ultra thing exists, because now they're going like every time a celebrity has like a Molly meltdown in public, they think it's the CIA making them doing it. But yeah, of course, I mean like, of course the CIA looked into this shit. Like they're dirty. They're playing a dirty game. So they have to play it dirty or they lose. Substances which will enhance the ability of individuals to withstand privation, torture, and coercion. Okay, so it's like they were also training their agents to be more resistant to these methods. Substances which will produce a chemical that can cause blisters. Give them blisters, boys. That'll teach them. In 1973, amid a government-wide panic caused by Watergate, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered all MK Ultra files destroyed. Pursuant to this order, most CIA documents regarding the project were destroyed, making a full investigation of MK Ultra impossible. A cache of some 20,000 documents survived Helms' purge, and as they had been incorrectly stored in a financial records building and were discovered following a Freedom of Information Act request in 1977. These documents were fully investigated. Yeah, I don't know. This is like, when the government does shit like this, all it does is invite the conspiracy minded to say that they're still doing it or that they've gotten better at it and they're using it more widespread. I mean, who the fuck knows? Maybe they are. Who knows? Maybe Kanye West is under the effects of MK Ultra. You know what I mean? I guess it's possible. What would be the other reasons he'd act so insane? You know, has to be the CIA making him do it. Definitely the CIA. All right, I'm going to end this. See you guys later.